Okay, guys. So since we didn't get to do a bunch of problems in class, I thought I'd help you guys out on the homework by doing the first problem with you. So here's page 588, number 1. So you can see it says, use the quadratic formula to solve each equation. So I've got the quadratic formula written above up here. If necessary, round answers to the nearest hundredth. And number 1 is 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 equals 0. So the first thing we make sure it's in standard form, it's set equal to 0, okay? And so I'm going to copy down my A, which is 2, my B is 5, and my C is 3. I still think that's really important to do that every problem just so you can see it. All right, and so now I'm going to start plugging into the formula. So x equals negative b, so negative 5 plus or minus, and I draw a big square root, and I'm going to do b squared. So in parentheses I go 5 squared minus 4 times a is 2 times c is 3. And that's a times there. All over, so I draw a big fraction bar, 2a, so 2 times 2. And then each step here, I'm going to just try to simplify it a little bit more. So I have to start with the stuff in the square root. That's what I want to simplify first. So I leave the negative 5 plus or minus, but on the inside of the square root, 5 squared is 25, and then minus 4 times 2 times 3. Okay, so it's going to be minus, and then I do 4 times 2 is 8, times 3 is 24. All over 2 times 2 is 4. I can do that at the same time. Alright, so then from there, I can do, okay, well 25 minus 24 is just 1. So I have negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 1 all over 4. And now is where I'm going to split it up into plus and minus. So the top route I'm going to go with a plus, and the bottom route I'm going to go with a minus, because I know that the square root of 1 is just 1. So the top here, plus, I go negative 5 plus 1 over 4. And on the bottom, it's going to be negative 5 minus 1 over 4. Well, that's negative 4 over 4, which is just negative 1. And then the bottom here, I get negative 5 minus 1 is negative 6 over 4, which is negative 3 over 2, or negative 1.5. So my two answers, and I'm going to write them up towards the top because I'm running out of room. My two answers, my solutions, the zeros, the roots, remember all those words mean the same thing. The x-intercepts, if we were to graph this, okay, are x equals negative 1 or x equals negative 1.5. There you go. Hope that helps out. You should be able to do 2, 3, and 4 the same way. And then when you go to 24 through 20, which ones? 24 through 26, okay, you're asked to solve it using the quadratic formula. So get it into ax squared plus bx plus c form, so standard form. Find out what a, b, and c are. If something's missing, it's 0. That's like in 24. And then go through the quadratic formula and see how it works. We'll go over it tomorrow. Bye, guys.